should do a summary. We should do a summary just in case.
I'll go a bit slower than we normally do, right? You've done this opera more recently than I do, so you gotta carry some of your own weight. I've done 3 or 4
different productions too.
I did it, but it was about 1.5 years, 2 years ago. So basically, the opera starts. It's kind of during wartime, right?
Revolution, yeah.
And the first thing you see is they're in a church, and then there's Mario Cavaradossi. He comes in.
No. First, Angelotti comes in.
No, first is it Angelotti first or is it the sacristan?
No, Angelotti comes in.
Is that the first guy you see? Yeah, that's right. Bam, 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 bam. Tosca starts with no prelude, which I fucking love.
Yeah, me too.
Just bam, 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 we're in, you know?
Well, it starts with bam.
No foreplay. Puccini's not a foreplay guy, okay?
He just plunges in.
Pants still around his ankles.
Plunges in. Anyway, right. Angelotti comes in. He had just escaped from prison.
Yeah.
And then he decides to hide in the... and he's a revolutionary. He's fighting against the establishment there in Rome. And he gets interrupted by the sacrestano, the sacristan in the church, and he comes in and he's the typical sort of boss buffo
comic
guy.
relief.
Yeah. And then the sacrestano is getting some stuff ready for Mario Cavaradossi, who comes in and starts painting. He's painting a...
He's like a commissioned painter or something.
That is a commissioned painter in the church. Yeah, church. That's what it's called, church. And so he starts singing. He sings about the person he's painting, who actually turns out later to be sort of a conspirator because they hide the things in that family's little chapel for Angelotti and everything for his escape. And so he sings, and then Tosca comes in, and Tosca is jealous as shit. She's the most jealous person of all time. She gets jealous of a painting. Yeah. Of a fucking painting.
Because the painting is of like half her and then half Angelotti's sister, right? The guys, it's like, and I think one thing the sacristan says, like, maybe you should make that a bit more like your girlfriend, man, and not like this random chick that you see at church, you know?
He's like, fuck that. She doesn't own me.
She doesn't own me, man. I'm painting my dream woman, which is half my girlfriend and half somebody else.
She basically does own him, though. Basically does. Anyway, then the sacristan leaves, and then Angelotti comes out, and they find out, okay, yeah, we're conspiring together, blah, 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 blah. They rehash some stuff. And then Tosca comes in, so Angelotti has to hide again, and that's when she gets all pissy about the painting and everything. When after Cavaradossi calms him down and says, I'll meet you at the villa later, Angelotti comes out, and they continue to figure out what's going to go on, and boom, they hear the
cannon.
They hear the cannon from the Casta Sant'Angelo.
Because Scarpia's coming.
Because he's coming!
Yeah, so then they fuck off, right?
Yeah.
And then Scarpia busts in. No. Then the sacristan comes out, and they're going to celebrate because Napoleon was defeated at some battle on the border. Right. Something with M. It's like merengue or something. I don't know. I can't fucking remember. But so they're basically going to sing a Te Deum to celebrate that fact. Scarpia comes in, sniffing around for Angelotti because he heard he's at the church. Finds a fan with Angelotti's crest, I think, on it. Right?
That's right.
And so then Tosca comes back looking for Cavaradossi, and so Scarpia. It's fucking ingenious what he does, but he basically says, I'm going to make her jealous so that she will lead me to wherever they're fucking hiding Angelotti, and he shows her that goddamn fan.
What's the line? You know it better than me because you're saying Scarpia. It's the best line ever in all of opera. Iago had a handkerchief.
Yeah, Iago had a fazzoletto, edi un ventaglio. Yeah.
It's the best.
Iago had a handkerchief, and I have a fucking fan. Yeah, that's good shit. That's
a segment coming up. We're going to do the best lines.
Yeah.
What are the best lines? Not in opera, but in anywhere ever.
Yeah, no, I love saying that. It's really clever.
He has the best lines in all of opera. There's another one when we get to it. Oh, I can't wait.
No, he has some great shit. So he comes in. He makes her jealous, right? Successfully, she runs off, and he sends some of his sidekicks. You know, some of his goons. I don't know what the fuck you call. What are you, man? You're Spoleto.
I'm the head goon.
Yeah, you're the head goon, man. Henchman. That's the word I'm looking for. Sends them off, and then he sings the Te Deum, and basically he says, Tosca, you're making me feel some unreligious things. You make me forget God. So that's Act 1, basically. She's going off, and his guys are going to follow her, right? Act 2 comes up. You're now in Scarpia's apartment. And what happens?
Palazzo Farnese.
Yeah. And basically, you hear Tosca singing out the window, right? She's singing, and it's like, I think more of the celebration shit.
Yeah, she's doing the Te Deum. She's singing the Te Deum there.
And they've captured Cavaradossi, and they're going to bring him in for some fucking questioning, right?
Right. Oh, and that's another great line of his. Women are like wine, and you have to taste as many of them as possible.
Right, and I want to taste all of God's creations.
Fucking right.
Oh, man, yeah, that's good shit. So basically, Cavaradossi and Tosca come into the room at the same time, just long enough for Cavaradossi to say, "Don't fucking tell him anything." Then they take him off to basically
torture the
be
shit
tortured.
out of him.
So basically, they're torturing the shit out of him, and Tosca hears it, and she's trying not to say anything. And she only lasts so long, and like Scarpia brings Cavaradossi back on, and he's all bloodied and beaten, and she can't take it anymore. And she finally says, "Angelotti's in the well at the garden," right?
That's right.
And so then Cavaradossi comes back out, and they have a sweet moment, and Cavaradossi's like, "Did you talk?"
And she's like, "Of course
She's
not."
like, "I'm not going." I say, then who say, you get sent, right? Spoletta gets sent, right?
Say it. Come on, do it.
What is it, man? It's been 2 years.
El pozzo del giardino va Spoletta.
Yeah, you gotta do the Milnes, man. Spoletta. you gotta do some sort of just yelling on the note.
And I just fucking pull
Then
out
you
and
fucking
run.
get the fuck out of there, and they get pissed. Big blah blah blah. Okay, and then so then basically Cavaradossi gets sent off to his execution.
No, wait. Then the whole thing comes that Napoleon actually did win.
Oh yeah, they bust in.
And then you got the Vittoria.
Yeah, like Melas, which was the head of the head of the Austrian army, I think,
right,
gets
yeah.
defeated. And this is real history. This is not in the story. This shit really happened, I believe.
Which is why we should probably know the names a little better.
Well, if I was doing this opera the moment, I would study up.
We had some time to prepare for this
had
show.
Had we not just fucking talked on the phone 10 minutes ago and said, "You want to talk about Tosca?"
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so then, Melas. And then this is the part of the opera I never understood. Is Cavaradossi stands up and he does this whole Vittoria thing. But I think in the play, the lovers were French, which made sense because Napoleon was French and blah, blah, blah. But in the opera, they're Italian. So they kind of make it about like your reign of terror is over, Scarpia. And that's what the Vittoria is about. But
yeah, because the revolution, Napoleon's revolution would be coming to Rome as well.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
And then he wouldn't be in charge anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, in the play, I think it was more about France.
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
I said Egal. That means I don't give a shit. Okay, so then Cavaradossi gets sent off to his execution, and then Scarpia basically says to Tosca,
"You can save him.
You can save him, but you're gonna have to fuck me."
Right,
which is fucked up, man. You're a fucked up guy.
This is the thing is Tosca is fucking the most relevant opera because this is as Me Too as it gets.
No,
this is as Me Too as it gets.
No, it's fucked up what he does. So basically, she says okay, and he writes a letter giving them safe passage away. Tells Spoletta, "Hey, we're gonna fake the execution, just like we did with Palermi or whatever the fuck his name is." So then I write the letter and I say, "Okay, Tosca, it's time. Finalmente mia!" And then she stabs me in the gut, man. Boom! Scarpia gets stabbed and fucking dies. And then that's Act 2.
That's right.
Then we're into Act 3. Cavaradossi.
Oh, wait.
What?
Sorry, the line. I got to do it.
Which one?
When he goes after her, she says, "You make me sick," and he says, "Spasi mi dira, spasi mi d'amore."
Yeah.
You can quiver in hate or love. I don't give a fuck as long as you quiver.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's such a badass. He's ridiculous. He's not a badass in a good way.
No,
but he's fucking evil.
He's evil as shit. You know, in that real like serial
Rapey
killer
way.
Yeah, like it's all about power for him. You know,
the thing that
up.
people. I can comment on this just because he's my character.
Right.
People look at Spoletta as just sort of a throwaway character, but the thing is, Scarpia has done this how many times?
Yeah.
He has taken advantage of women in this way probably hundreds of times.
Yeah.
He's like the Don Giovanni. I mean, he really has practiced this stuff. And I'm the Leporello then. I'm the guy
But
who,
like in a dark, upside
really
down,
dark way.
Stranger Things way.
Yeah,
you know?
because if they don't... So if Scarpia isn't able to convince him to have sex, I'm basically the guy who orders people to hold her down, and I sit there and watch with an evil grin on my face. That's a fucked up guy.
Yeah, I want to get into that. Let's get through the rest of this thing because this is a long summary, but we're gonna talk a lot about it, so I want to get into it. Okay, so then Act 3 happens. Cavaradossi writes one final letter to Tosca. That's the big aria. You know, I fucking love you.
You know, by the way, Puccini, that really doesn't exist in the play. And the librettist, I can't remember what his name. is
Ili
Malala, whatever his name is. He wanted this long farewell, and Eluce van Lestelle is a compromise.
Yeah.
That's why it's so short. That's why it's such a short and sweet aria, which actually is so effective.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing is people when things get too long-winded in opera, that's oftentimes when people shut down, people who aren't really interested in it, and that aria is just right.
And it's perfect because actually my only criticism of Tosca, it's almost a perfect opera, is the beginning of Act 3 is a little too long.
No way, dude.
Much like this summary. No, let's push through, man. I want to finish this thing. The shepherd boy in like original Greek or Roman or whatever. All right, anyway, so
Lydian, dude.
So he writes he writes a letter to her. Tosca comes. I love you. I killed Scarpia, but he gave us a note. We're gonna get the fuck out of here.
And
listen,
like,
when you get executed, you gotta play dead. Okay, they're gonna shoot you, but it has to look real. Okay, so they line up for the execution, and she says, "Oh, Mario, you're such a good actor." Bang, 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 bang. The fire squad shoots off, and he fell so beautifully. And then they leave. The dust clears, and his body's lying there. And she goes, "Mario, you can get up now, Mario." And then you hear someone, what do you say, man? You say something.
Wait, Scarpia. Landonia Tosca. How's it go?
It doesn't fucking matter. So then she runs up to the edge and she goes, we'll be, Scarpia and I will be judged before God. And then she jumps and she splats and it's over. She dies. And
by the way, something we forgot to explain, and this is really important. Whenever she agreed to have sex with Scarpia so that he saves Cavaradossi, she says, you got to let him go right away. He's like, I can't do that. I can't show mercy. I can't show mercy so openly. And this is actually really important. He says, so he has to, I need to get closer to this mic, dude. So he said, we have to pretend to kill him, okay?
Right.
So he has will shoot, and he won't get shot, but he has to pretend to die so that people see that I'm not merciful. That way I don't lose my power. And then when he brings Spoletta around and he says, "Si come Palmieri."
Right.
Palmieri. She thinks that this is another one of these mock executions.
Right.
He probably did this
thing
exact
many
thing
times
before.
Last
where
fucking week.
He said, "I'll save him," and he doesn't because Scarpia doesn't give a fuck.
You know what's funny is
not one fuck.
Jesus Christ, man. Tosca is here. I'm going to say something very academic at the moment. Tosca is Puccini's most Wagnerian opera because of all the leitmotifs in it.
Oh,
it's true though. He has he has an execution theme, a Scarpia theme, a Cavaradossi theme. He has a Tosca theme, everything, and he uses it a lot. And at the end, she sings the Avanti Addio. And I think the leitmotif you hear then is you hear E luce van la stelle, right? Don't you hear? Dum bum 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 ba-na-na-ba.
Yeah, exactly. We're both air conducting like crazy here. Actually, he's doing air guitar.
I was doing air guitar. I was imagining the beginning of this.